Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history enthusiasts. Today's video is a special one because we're diving into the fascinating world of American numismatics to explore 6 of the most valuable and expensive ultra-rare United States coins. These aren't just pieces of metal, they're powerful symbols of history, craftsmanship, and rarity that have captured the attention of collectors for generations. From coins whose value skyrockets due to extreme condition rarity to issues prized for their unique stories and limited survival, each example we'll cover has earned its the 1950 D. Lincoln Wheat cent, holds a special place in American numismatics as one of the more intriguing mid-20th century 1-cent coins, prized not for extreme rarity in general circulation, but for its potential value in exceptional condition. While millions were produced, collectors today actively seek high-grade examples and well-preserved red specimens because they represent a transitional era in U.S. coinage and embody the enduring appeal of the classic wheat cent design. Its importance lies in the fact that it combines historical continuity, recognizable design, and strong demand from Lincoln cent specialists, making it a staple target for both beginner and advanced collectors who appreciate quality and condition rarity. Historically, the 1950 D cent was minted at the Denver Mint during the post-World War II economic expansion, a time when the United States was experiencing industrial growth, rising consumer confidence, and increased coin production to support commerce. As part of the long-running Lincoln Wheat Cent series introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the 1950 D issue represents the later years of the series before it ended in 1958. The Denver Mint played a crucial role in supplying coinage to the western United States, and the 1950 D cent reflects the mint's high production standards during this period, even as subtle quality variations emerged that now influence collector interest. In terms of design, the 1950 D cent features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, showing the president in a dignified profile with sharp details in the hair, cheek, and bow tie when well struck. The reverse displays the familiar wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing national prosperity and agricultural strength. Struck in 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. What makes this coin especially appealing in high-grade condition is the presence of full original mint luster and rich red coloration, which dramatically enhances its visual impact and separates premium examples from the more common brown or red-brown survivors. Rarity for the 1950 D cent is primarily a matter of condition rather than mintage, as over 334 million coins were struck. However, relatively few examples have survived in pristine uncirculated condition with full red surfaces, sharp strikes, and minimal contact marks. Coins graded MS66 red or higher are genuinely scarce and represent the top tier of survivorship for this issue. Additionally, collectors pay close attention to strike quality and surface preservation, since weak details or carbon spots can significantly reduce desirability. While dramatic mint errors are uncommon for this date, any authenticated error or exceptional die variety can greatly increase collector interest and value. The market value of the 1950 D cent varies widely depending on condition and color designation. Circulated examples typically trade for modest premiums over face value, but uncirculated coins show a steep rise in price. In MS64 red condition, values commonly range from $15 to $30, while MS65 red examples often sell between $50 and $90. Truly exceptional specimens graded MS66 red can command prices in the $150 to $300 range, and coins graded MS67 red, which are extremely rare, have realized prices exceeding $1,000 at major auctions. These values are driven by strong registry set competition, limited population reports, and sustained interest in high-quality wheat cents. For collectors seeking the best examples of the 1950 D cent, careful inspection and proper authentication are essential. High-quality coins should display vibrant original luster, clean surfaces free from heavy spotting, and strong detail throughout Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears. Certification by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC is highly recommended, as it provides assurance of authenticity, grade, and color designation. Proper storage in inert holders, away from moisture and environmental contaminants, is critical for preserving copper coins, and acquisitions are best made through established dealers, trusted auctions, or well-regarded numismatic communities to avoid cleaned or altered pieces. In conclusion, the 1950 D Lincoln wheat cent stands as a compelling example of how a seemingly common coin can achieve significant value and prestige through condition rarity and collector demand. Its historical context, classic design, and challenge of finding top-grade examples give it lasting appeal in the numismatic marketplace. For collectors who appreciate the artistry and history of U.S. coinage, the 1950 D cent offers both aesthetic satisfaction and solid long-term potential, making it a worthy addition to any serious Lincoln cent collection. Next up in the 1952 D Lincoln wheat cent stands as one of the more intriguing and desirable post-war United States 1-cent coins, particularly when evaluated in high-grade condition, where its value rises dramatically above face value. While at first glance it may appear to be a common circulation coin, seasoned numismatists recognize that the finest surviving examples represent a combination of historical relevance, condition rarity, and sustained collector demand. Its importance lies not in a low mintage or dramatic composition change, but in how few truly pristine pieces have survived decades of circulation, making it highly sought after today by collectors assembling advanced Lincoln cent sets. As part of the long-running wheat cent series, the 1952 D holds a special place for collectors who focus on condition rarity rather than absolute scarcity, and this focus has driven strong market demand at the upper end of the grading scale. Historically, the 1952 D cent was minted during a period of American industrial expansion following World War II, when coin production was geared toward meeting the needs of a growing economy. Struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark on the obverse, this coin was part of a massive nationwide effort to supply everyday coinage during the early Cold War era. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series, introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was already well established by 1952, and these later issues reflect a mature design deeply ingrained in American culture. Though it does not commemorate a specific event beyond Lincoln himself, the coin embodies the stability and continuity of U.S. coinage during a time of global political tension and domestic economic confidence. The design of the 1952 D cent follows Victor David Brenner's iconic Lincoln portrait on the obverse, depicting the 16th president in right-facing profile with sharp detail in the hair and facial features when fully struck. The reverse displays the classic wheat ears framing the denomination, 1 cent, and the inscription, United States of America, symbolizing agricultural prosperity and national strength. Composed primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, the coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. What makes this coin especially appealing in high grades is the quality of its strike, as well-defined wheat lines, strong lettering, and original red luster significantly enhance both its visual appeal and market value. In terms of rarity, the 1952 D cent had a very large mintage, numbering in the hundreds of millions, which means it is common in circulated grades. However, true rarity emerges at the upper end of the condition scale, particularly in mint state red examples graded MS66 or higher. Most coins entered circulation immediately and suffered wear, bag marks, or dulling of their original copper luster. Fully red, sharply struck specimens with minimal surface imperfections are genuinely scarce, and this condition rarity is the primary driver of collector interest. While no major die varieties or famous errors define the issue, minor die cracks, repunched mint marks, and strike anomalies can add additional appeal for specialists. The market value of the 1952 D. Lincoln cent varies widely depending on condition, with circulated examples typically worth only a few cents to $1. In contrast, mint state coins graded MS-63 may sell for modest premiums, while MS-65 red examples often command prices in the low hundreds of dollars. At the top of the market, coins graded MS-66 red and above have achieved auction prices ranging from several hundred to well over $1,000, reflecting fierce competition among registry set collectors. Prices have shown steady long-term appreciation as top-quality examples become increasingly difficult to locate, especially those certified by leading grading services with strong eye appeal. For collectors seeking this coin, careful attention to quality is essential, as small differences in luster, strike sharpness, and surface preservation can have a major impact on value. It is highly advisable to pursue examples certified by reputable grading services, as professional authentication protects against cleaning, artificial coloration, or overgrading. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and inert holders is crucial to preserve copper surfaces, which are particularly sensitive to moisture and contaminants. Collectors often find the best examples through major auctions, established coin dealers, or trusted numismatic communities, where provenance and grading consistency add confidence to the purchase. In conclusion, the 1952 D. Lincoln wheat cent exemplifies how a seemingly ordinary coin can become highly valuable through a combination of historical context, enduring design, and condition rarity. Its appeal lies in its representation of mid-20th century America, its classic artistic elements, and the challenge it presents to collectors striving for top-grade examples. For both new enthusiasts and seasoned numismatists, this coin offers a compelling blend of affordability in lower grades and investment potential at the high end, securing its place as a respected and desirable entry in modern U.S. coin collecting. Next up in the 1953 D. Lincoln wheat cent holds a respected and quietly powerful position in American numismatics, especially when discussions turn to condition rarity and high-grade survivors. While at first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary mid-century penny, advanced collectors recognize that the most valuable examples of the 1953 D cent represent some of the finest condition rarities of the wheat cent series. Its appeal lies not in extreme scarcity at the time of issue, but in how few examples have survived in pristine, fully original condition. Today, demand for top-graded 1953 D cents is strong, driven by registry set competition, long-term investment interest, and a growing appreciation for classic copper coinage. As a result, the highest quality specimens command impressive prices and remain highly sought after in the modern market. The historical context of the 1953 D. Lincoln cent adds depth to its collectible status. Struck at the Denver Mint during the post-World War II economic expansion, the coin reflects a period of industrial growth and renewed consumer confidence in the United States. It belongs to the long-running Lincoln wheat cent series, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it part of one of the most beloved and widely collected coin series in American history. The Denver Mint produced a substantial number of cents in 1953 to meet everyday commerce needs, and these coins circulated heavily during a time when small change was essential for daily transactions. Because they were used extensively, few were set aside in high-grade condition, which would later contribute to their scarcity at the top end of the grading scale. From a design standpoint, The 1953 D cent carries the classic artistry that has defined the Wheat cent series for decades. The obverse features Victor David Brenner's dignified portrait of Abraham Lincoln, with strong emphasis on fine details such as Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat when well struck. The reverse displays the iconic wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing agricultural prosperity and national stability. Composed of 95% copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, the coin has a warm reddish tone when preserved properly. In high-grade red or red-brown examples, the surfaces can appear remarkably vibrant, with sharp strike quality and full luster that elevate the coin far beyond its humble face value. Rarity plays a crucial role in the value of the 1953 D Lincoln cent, particularly when condition is taken into account. Although the overall mintage exceeded 700 million pieces, the vast majority entered circulation and suffered wear, discoloration, or environmental damage over time. Truly rare examples are those graded MS66 red and above, where population numbers drop dramatically. Minor minting errors, such as off-center strikes or repunched mint marks, also exist and can enhance desirability, though condition rarity remains the primary value driver. Collectors place immense importance on original surfaces, strong strikes, and the absence of carbon spots or tunning issues, all of which are uncommon for this date and mint. Market value for the 1953 D cent varies widely depending on grade and color designation. Circulated examples typically trade for modest sums, often just a few cents above face value, while lower mint state coins may sell in the range of $10 to $40. However, in MS65 red condition, prices commonly rise into the $150 to $300 range, reflecting increased scarcity. The most expensive and valuable examples are those graded MS67 red, which have realized prices exceeding $5,000 at major auctions, with select record sales approaching or surpassing the $10,000 mark. These strong results underscore how condition rarity and certification can transform an everyday coin into a major numismatic asset. For collectors interested in acquiring a high-value 1953 D cent, careful selection and proper strategy are essential. Examining strike quality, surface preservation, and color consistency is critical, as even small flaws can significantly affect value. Professional certification from respected grading services such as PCGS or NGC is strongly recommended, as it provides authenticity, grade assurance, and market confidence. Proper storage using inert holders and controlled environments helps preserve copper surfaces and prevent deterioration. Collectors often find the best examples through reputable dealers, established auctions, or numismatic shows, where provenance and grading standards are more reliable. In conclusion, the 1953 D Lincoln Wheat cent stands as a compelling example of how historical context, classic design, and condition rarity combine to create lasting value in numismatics. While it may not be rare in an absolute sense, its finest surviving examples are true treasures that capture the attention of serious collectors. The coin's aesthetic appeal, connection to mid-century American history, and proven market performance make it an enduring favorite within the Lincoln cent series. For both seasoned numismatists and dedicated newcomers, the 1953 D cent represents a meaningful blend of history, beauty, and investment potential that continues to shine in modern collecting circles. Next up in the 1955 D Lincoln Wheat cent represents a fascinating case in American numismatics where value is driven not by dramatic minting errors, but by condition, preservation, and collector competition for elite quality examples. Struck at the Denver Mint during the height of post-war coin production, this cent is highly sought after today primarily in superb uncirculated grades, where it becomes one of the most expensive regular-issue Lincoln cents of its year. While it does not share the legendary error status of the 1955 Philadelphia double die, the 1955 D cent holds strong appeal among serious collectors who pursue top population registry coins, and demand rises sharply for examples displaying full original luster, blazing red color, and sharply defined design details. Its importance lies in how it demonstrates that even common-date coins can achieve extraordinary value when condition rarity enters the equation. The historical context of the 1955 D Lincoln cent places it squarely in an era of booming U.S. commerce and rapidly expanding coin usage. The Denver Mint produced these cents to meet the enormous demand for small change in a growing, automobile-driven economy, where vending machines, parking meters, and everyday transactions required vast quantities of 1-cent coins. As part of the long-running Lincoln Wheat Cent series introduced in 1909, the 1955 D issue continued the tradition of honoring Abraham Lincoln, a figure deeply embedded in American identity and values. No special event was commemorated on the coin itself, but its production reflects the efficiency and scale of mid-20th century mint operations, with Denver playing a critical role alongside Philadelphia and San Francisco in supplying circulating coinage nationwide. From a design standpoint, the 1955 D Lincoln cent follows Victor David Brenner's iconic format, with a dignified right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, showing fine details in Lincoln's hair, coat, and facial features when well struck. The reverse displays the familiar twin wheat ears framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, with EPLURIBUS UNUM above, symbolizing agricultural abundance and national unity. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighs 3.11 grams, and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. In high-grade examples, especially those retaining full red mint color, the surfaces exhibit strong cartwheel luster and crisp wheat lines, giving the coin a visual vibrancy that sets premium specimens far apart from typical circulated pieces. Rarity for the 1955 D cent is almost entirely condition-based rather than numerical, as the Denver Mint struck tens of millions of these coins. Most entered circulation immediately and were heavily worn or discolored over time, leaving relatively few survivors in pristine uncirculated condition. The true scarcity emerges at the highest grading levels, particularly MS67 red and finer, where population numbers drop dramatically. Even minor imperfections such as carbon spots, weak strikes, or dull surfaces can prevent a coin from reaching elite status, making flawless examples exceptionally hard to find. This condition rarity fuels intense competition among advanced collectors, especially those building complete high-grade Lincoln cent sets, and directly impacts the coin's market desirability. In terms of market value, a circulated 1955 D Lincoln cent is worth only a modest premium over face value, while average uncirculated examples may trade for a few dollars. However, the price escalates rapidly in higher certified grades, with MS65 red coins commonly selling in the $20 to $40 range and MS66 red examples reaching several $100s. At the very top end, MS67 red specimens have realized prices in the several $1,000 range at major auctions, with exceptional pieces commanding even higher sums when demand is strong. These values are driven by certified population scarcity, eye appeal, and competition among registry collectors, making top-tier examples some of the most expensive regular-issue Lincoln cents of the 1950s. Collectors seeking a high-value 1955 D cent should focus on originality, color quality, and professional certification, as third-party grading by services such as PCGS or NGC is essential for confirming authenticity and grade. Careful examination under proper lighting can reveal surface issues that affect value, including cleaning marks, spots, or muted luster. Proper storage in inert holders and climate-controlled environments is critical to preserving the coin's copper surfaces, which are especially vulnerable to oxidation. Acquiring top examples is best done through reputable dealers, established auction houses, or well-regarded numismatic communities, where provenance and grading accuracy are more reliable. In conclusion, the 1955 D. Lincoln wheat cent stands as a compelling reminder that rarity in numismatics often comes from condition, rather than mintage alone. Its historical placement within the classic wheat cent series, combined with its elegant design and extreme scarcity in top grades, makes it a prized target for both seasoned collectors and ambitious newcomers. While ordinary examples remain accessible, elite specimens command impressive prices and continue to show strong long-term demand. As interest in high-quality vintage U.S. coinage persists, the finest 1955 D cents are likely to remain a symbol of how preservation, history, and artistry converge to create lasting numismatic value.